Man. Oh. Psalm 78. Whew. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Kryptonite Core. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'm cold. About to go get warm though real quick. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's staying warm. Hope everybody's staying warm. I'm going to read scripture here soon. And what's going on, no one? I'm going to drink my smoothie real quick. And then I'm going to read Psalm 78. And then I'm going to read something else too. So I'm going to drink my smoothie first before I read Psalm 78. What's going on from Australia? That's cool. That's neat. What's it like? What time is it over in Australia right now? What time is it? Let me know. Tristan's Toy Mania. That sounds like a YouTube channel. Do you have videos over there on Tristan's Toy Mania? Sounds like a YouTube channel. What's going on there? How you doing, Tristan? See this drink. Fruit smoothie. Blueberries, orange, and a banana. It's 10 a.m. and it's very hot here. I might have to go to Australia. I hate the cold. Despise this crap. I don't know if I'd go to Australia though. Man, all those giant critters running around. Giant spiders and man, venomous snakes everywhere. Is it as bad as they say, you know? Indonesia, that's the same part of the world, really. Yep. A lot of king cobras over there. Probably never see them. Is that how that works? You'll probably never see them. What, they like some? Are they hard to find over there or something? What, the venomous snakes or the giant spiders? Palestine. 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 What's going on, man? I've never seen them. How you been there your whole life? Well, that's a good thing. Unless you're in the bush. What the heck is the bush? Is that like in the middle of nowhere? No. Well, I wouldn't be going out just straight looking for the creatures. But it would be cool to see them, but giant spider about the size of my hand? I mean, come on. I played baseball with that damn thing. But it's called camel spider or something. Wouldn't be bad, I guess, necessarily. Well, how's everybody doing? This fruit smoothies get to me, I tell you. Best way to do any evening. Cold or warm, it's the best way. We got any new people here in the chat tonight? Any new people? Anybody outside of the United States? Besides the Australian and the person from Indonesia. The person from Palestine. Well, guess I'll give a small update. Today was good at work. I'm going to take the advice of my friend at work. Well, she's not really a friend. She's just a worker. My hands are all, look at them. They're all red. Look at that. Man, that's horrible. Look at that. Whoa. It's horrible. Swelled to death. Man. I've had frostbite before, you can tell. But taking her advice and walking away from my old, well, we were friends at one point, but ain't much of anything anymore. But I just wanted to heal things and do things like that, but man, that knuckle is really swelled. You see that right there? What the hell is up with that? You see that? Man. That does not look good at all. It looks busted. Things happen, right? So anyways, I've decided to walk away from the situation. Maybe in the future, she'll do what I did and she'll contact me, but I highly doubt it. Some people forgive and others do not. And others have fingers that look like this. Ninja Turtle fingers, I guess. I don't know. Because that does not look good. Anyways, yeah, I'm walking away from the situation. All I can do. Um, and vacation starts. It started today, but it really starts tomorrow. Um, Tomorrow's supposed to be in the 40s. Today it was 17 degrees when I woke up. 17. It sucked. So when I went to work 2 days ago, we had a snowstorm that hit the night before, and supervisor said, if you're not willing to come in, blah blah blah, that spill. What's going on, Allie Fox? How are you doing? And he gave the spill about, if you don't want to come in, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, well, I leaned into that. I was like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't go to work. Looked outside. I was like, this is nothing. I'm from Indiana, so I've driven a lot more snow than that. So I got in my car and drove to work, and there was nobody on the road. Indiana, there would be people on the road, acting stupid. Here, there's a few people on the road, but most of them were not on the road. They called off of work. They didn't do anything, and so it was great. It was tremendous. So, this morning I went to work, and there was a few cars on the road, but it was more dangerous this morning than it was the night before because of black ice. Black ice is just horrible. So day one of going to work, there was 5 people from our team. Day 2, everybody was there. So, which was like 15 people. So about 1/3 of our team was there day 1, and nobody day 2. But how you doing, Allie Fox? You doing good tonight? I did buy some lemons today too. I'm excited about that. So I am so cold right now. It's unimaginable. Gosh. I'll be warm soon. Just think about that, John. You're going to be warm soon. Oh my gosh. Oh, baby. Oh my gosh. It's horrible. Mm-hmm. 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 I read your comment. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Watch this. It's gonna flip it. It's annoying anyways because they're not sending my video out anyways. Oh my gosh. All right. Psalm 78. And I've decided I'm only going to read Psalm 78 tonight. It's long, but I'm going to read it. All right, Psalm 78. Did you see the new Nintendo Switch 2 console? I'm afraid not. All right, Psalm 78. Here we go. My people, hear my teaching. Listen to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth with a parable. I will utter hidden things, things from old, things we have heard and known, things our ancestors have told us. We will not hide them from our descendants. We will tell the we will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, his power and his wonders he has done. He decreed statutes for Jacob and established the law in Israel, which he commanded our ancestors to teach their children. So the next generation would know them, even the children yet to be born. And they in turn would tell their children. Then they would put their trust in God and would not forget his deeds, but would keep his commands. They would not be like their ancestors, a stubborn and rebellious generation whose hearts were not loyal to God, whose spirit were not faithful to him. The men of Ephraim though armed with bows, turned back on the day of battle. They did not keep God's covenant and refused to live by the law. They forgot what he had done, the wonders he had shown them. He did miracles in the sight of their ancestors, in the land of Egypt, in the rebellious region of Zone. He divided the sea and led them through. He made the water stand up like a wall. He guided them with the cloud by day and with light from the fire all night. He split the rocks in the wilderness and gave them water as abundant as the seas. He brought streams out of the rocky crag and made water flow down like rivers. But they continued to sin against him, rebellion in the wilderness against the Most High. They willingly put God to the test by demanding the food they craved. They spoke against God. They said, "Can God really spread a table in the wilderness?" True, he struck the rock, and water gushed out, streams flowed abundantly. But can he also give us bread? Can he supply meat for his people? When the Lord heard this, he was furious. His fire broke out against Jacob, and his wrath rose up against Israel. For they did not believe in God or trust in his deliverance. Yet he gave a command to the skies above and opened the doors of the heavens. He rained down manna for the people to eat. He gave them the grain of heaven. Human beings ate the bread of angels. He sent them all the food they could eat. He set loose the east wind from the heavens, and by his power made the south wind blow. He rained meat down on them like dust. Birds like sand on the seashore. He made them come down inside their camp, all around the tents. They ate till they were gorged. He had given them what they craved. But before they turned from what they craved, Even while the food was still in their mouths, God's anger rose up against them. He put to death the sturdiest among them, cutting down the young men of Israel. In spite of all this, they kept on sinning. In spite of his wonders, they did not believe. So he ended their days in futility and their years in terror. Whenever God slew them, okay, where was I at? They would seek him. They eagerly turned to him against, and they remembered that God was their rock. That God Most High was their Redeemer. What happens when people defy God even though he's right in front of them? What happens? Well, what happens when people defy God? Excuse me. Oh my gosh. All right. What happens when people defy God even though he's right in front of them? Well, God gives us the freedom of choice. So we can either choose to pick up the cross daily and follow Jesus Christ, or we can defy God. Okay, we can go against God. We can rebel against God. We can do all of this stuff. Okay, it just hardens our heart. God's in front of us every single day in many different ways, but we gotta pick up the cross daily, and follow Jesus Christ. So can't blame it on anything. We gotta lean into the Word daily. So that's what happens. They live without him and have nothing left but the evil in the world to live with. That's what I'm saying. Those people knew and seen him and his miracles and still chose to defy him. Yep, harden of the heart. They're lost. They're lost, they're confused, they're weak, they're helpless, and eventually every person will be meted by God. They'll be greeted by the Lord. So everybody's going to see God. Everybody's going to be greeted by God. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it is something crazy. Especially when you see the miracles, or you see a miracle and you're like, oh, you have this, feeling that it could be something bigger, it could be something better, it could be God. You just keep doing your deal and you keep defying God, So, all right, we'll keep reading because I want to go to get warm. But then they would fetter him with their mouths, lying to him with their tongues. Their hearts were not loyal to him. They were not faithful to his covenant. Yet he was merciful. He forgave their inequalities and did not destroy them. Time after time he restrained his anger and did not stir up his full wrath. He remembered that they were but flesh, a passing breeze that does not return. How much they rebelled against him in the wilderness, and gravelled him in the wasteland. Again and again they put God to the test. They vexed the Holy One of Israel. They did not remember his power. The day he returned, the day he returned and redeemed them from the oppressor, the day he displayed his signs in Egypt, his wonders in the region of Zoan. He turned their river into blood. He could not drink from their streams. He sent swarms of flies that devoured them, and frogs that devastated them. He gave their crops to the grasshoppers, their produce to the locusts. He destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore figs with sleet. He gave over the cattle to the hail, their livestock to bottles of lightning. He unleashed against them his hot anger, his wrath, indignation, and hostility. A band of destroying angels. He prepared a path for his anger. He did not spare them from the death, but gave them over to the plague. He struck down all the firstborn of Egypt, the first fruits of manhood in the test of him. Oh. Why are Jews and not comfortable at all. Not at all. I'm in pain. Oh my gosh, can't get freaking comfortable. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, so Jews believe that he has yet to even come as a baby yet. They don't believe that he's actually come yet. You know? And then the Muslims, I'm not 100% sure about them. I just know that they believe that, both of them believe that he's a prophet. But the Jews believe that he has not even, at least I'm pretty sure they believe that he's, what's the wording? Oh my gosh. They believe that he hasn't even returned as, or been born as Jesus Christ or something like that. Like been sacrificed and stuff. They believe that there's someone else that's going to be doing that. So, yeah. Something like that. Not 100% sure on it. So, if that answers your question, probably not. But anyways, let's continue reading Psalm 79 or 78. Super long. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm uncomfortable as hell. Okay. But he brought his people out like a flock. He led them like sheep through the wilderness. He guided them safely so they were unafraid. But the sea engulfed their enemies, and so she brought them to the border of the Holy Land, to the hill country his right hand had taken. He drove out nations before them, and altered their hands to them as an infernus. An inheritance he settled the tribes of Israel in their homes, but they put God to the test and rebelled against the Most High. They did not keep their status like their ancestors. They were disloyal and faithless, as unreliable as a fertility bow. They angered him with their high places. They aroused his jealousy in their idols. When God heard them, he was furious. He rejected Israel completely. He abandoned the tabernacle of Shiloh, the test he had set up among humans. He sent the ark of his might into captivity, his splendor into the hands of the enemy. He gave his people over. Um, he gave his people over to the sword. He was furious with the inheritance. Fire compelled their young men and their women, and had no wedding songs. Their priests were put to the sword, and their widows could not weep. Then the Lord awoke from the sleep, and a warrior wakes from the stupor of night. Let's see. He beat back his enemies, and he put them to everlasting shame. Then he rejected the tents of Joseph. He did not choose the tribe of Ephraim, but he chose the tribe of Judea. Mount Zion, which he loved, he built his sanctuary like the heights, but the earth was that he established in heaven. He chose David his servant and took him from the sleep pens, from tending the sheep. He brought him to be the first shepherd of the people, Jacob, and Israel his inheritance, and David's shepherd them with integrity of heart, with skillful hands. He led them. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and hop off here because I'm freezing. Okay. I'm cold right now. Really cold. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 40s, so I should be good tomorrow to make a little bit longer live stream. About an hour and 20 to an hour and 40 minutes. But I appreciate you guys coming tonight and supporting the channel. And showing your love and being so helpful and so honorable. I hope you guys have a tremendous night. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and go to bed and get warm. Definitely get warm. So I'll be back on here possibly tomorrow night. And I'm on an 11-day vacation, so I'll be doing a few different things. So you guys take care, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.